Hey, what's up guys? Combat Saturday, and today's video is all about not having to occupy the center in order to defend the center. Okay? This is a very common misconception, particularly in the Wing Chun system, but in other martial arts too. Okay? A lot of people think that you have to have your hands really tight, right in center at all times. Okay? Now, there's a time and a place for that. Just like there's a time and a place to like cover up tight too. If you're right in close, there's a time and a place for that too. Once you're already in there, once you already got contact and somehow, that's where it comes in, and that's the thing. And so that's where that kind of positioning will come in. Yes, all right. But when you're further out, it's different. At that point, you want to have more options defensively, and you want to have more of an open guard. All right. I'll get that in a second, okay? But first of all, what exactly is this? Why is this so prevalent in Wing Chun? Why do we do it so much? What's it for? Is it useless? Certainly not, okay? But most people use it in a useless way, okay? I'm going to say that, all right? So what that means is that this represents having contact already somehow. Having a bridge, what we call, all right? Now, a bridge can be, it doesn't have to be the guy's arm. It can be any part of his body, right? But just some kind of contact in some way, okay? So my arm has ended up here. Now, how it got there isn't important. I could be standing here, and he tries to sucker punch me, and it comes out there. I could be standing here, and boom, right? I could try and hit him, and maybe he balls me, and I got something I can, whatever I'm going to do. From that moment, once I have that bridge, what I'll do depends on what I feel from him, or it depends on what makes sense. You don't know until you're actually there, and you have different options and things to do. But that's what it represents, okay? It represents having a bridge, okay? So that's why we do all the drills from that range in that way, because it represents that, all right? And again, how it got there isn't important, okay? It ended up there. But if I'm 10 feet away from someone, I'm not going to come in like this. A lot of people watch too many of the Ip Man movies, and the guy, comes like Ip Man, the Wing Chun, and you play the music in your head, da 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 da, right? Just, it's ridiculous how many people think that that's how an actual, real fight is going to go. Okay. So if you're in a self-defense situation, your hands can be anywhere, and they're just suddenly there, and then it's on, and then, yeah, you're going, okay? If we're talking about fighting from a distance, when there's a bit of space, well, at that point, it's a boxing match, all right? Because there has been no bridge yet. You have, and so it's a boxing match, and so you need to understand that when you're further away, things are a bit more open, and when you're closer up, that's when they get tighter and tighter, That's when things, close in more, okay? So when you're further away, what I have to do is I have to have an open guard, okay? So you see, when I talked earlier about not occupying center to defend center, if I'm further away, no contact, and I'm right here, real tight, okay, well, I'm protecting the center line, but anything that comes outside of that, I'm going to have further to go. It's going to be harder, and the body is a bit more rigid in this way. I can't move so much, okay? Things like moving your head and stepping and angling is very important when you have a bit of space, okay? So having your hands this way, so my rear hands maybe about a thumb away from my chin, something like that, okay? And my rear hands about here maybe, okay? You don't want to be like, oh, here, letting everyone in, okay? But you want to be here. So here, I can defend shots going down the middle, but I can also defend shots going on the outside too, right? I can go down, right? I have options. And in addition to that, when I actually hit and when I move, I have more looseness, more fluidity, and more power. Okay, because as I move, see, if I'm really tight, it's very hard for me to go outside of it. I'm just very it's really tough. At close range, when I'm already got contact with somebody, then yeah, I don't want to move my head that much because I'm right here. I got him. I'm right. All right. I'm here. It's a different thing entirely, right? I may move a little bit, but not as much. But when I'm further away, right, I want to move more, right? I'm bang, bang, right. And this having the hands open like this allows me to move a bit more freely, right? I can come here, bang, bang, right? It allows me to move more freely, okay? More power, more fluidity, more free motion, easier to facilitate head movement. There's so many advantages to it, okay? And that, but I can still defend a center, you know. So anytime you look at a technique in the martial arts, you have to look at it and say, look at the pros and cons. What is it giving you versus what is taking away from you? Okay, so what is the advantage of this? Well, I just explained, right? You have more power, you have more fluidity, you have more natural movement of the body and head. All right, you have more defensive options. All right, and what is it taking away from you? You might have a harder time defending some shots going down the middle. Maybe not. That's it. Okay, I'd say it's a pretty good trade-off. All right. And so the other thing too to keep in mind is that a lot of people will assume that everyone fights the same way that they do. Okay, they'll assume that everyone is going to go right down the middle with centerline punches. Okay, most people won't do that. All right, this is what happens when you suffer from, style incest. When you only train with people from your style, you think everyone fights the same way. I mentioned this before, but you need to train with a variety of different people, or one person who knows a variety of styles, okay? And you need to have, a much better, a more open outlook on things and how people fight. Get some insight into them, and then it'll help you understand how to use your system, how to use your art, okay? Most people are gonna swing like crazy. Okay, if you've ever been in a real situation, you know there is no structure at all. Okay, people are going to do anything you can think of. If you think it's too crazy to do, they're going to do it. Okay, I mean, it's not going to be where someone's is going to come real close down the middle of that. They're going to be swinging like, okay. I mean, that's that's what you're going to deal with. Okay. You're going to have someone's going to try and shove you. Someone's going to try and take a big swing at you. Things like that. That's what you're going to deal with, okay? And so you better have some more defensive options than just being able to defend something right down the middle, okay? That's why having a little open guard, that kind of thing. Now, once I got contact with a guy, let's say I come in here and I bridged somehow. I got his arm, I got his shoulder, whatever. Well, now I can feel him. Now I got a bridge. Now I can, I can do something else and I can finish him somehow, okay? Because I close the distance, I take the angle. Okay, I can do that. But until you've done that, and once you've got that space there, it needs to open up a bit more to have more options. So the further you are away from your opponent, you need to open a bit more to have more options. Okay, I like some more options. Okay, I can defend. I can better offensive things. When I get closer, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. And now I've got a bridge. So now I can it's different, right? Now, here's where those in-fighting Wing Chun skills come in. That's where it comes in, okay? Out here, none of those things will work. None of those things have any relevance whatsoever, okay? It's boxing out here, all right? Kickboxing, boxing, that's what it is, okay? Wrestling as well, because, there's takedowns and things that people do. There's a lot of other things, but those things don't apply. That Wing Chun, remember something, it's an in-fighting system. Okay, everyone says they don't. It means that you're really freaking close to the guy. That's what it means, okay? Or already having bridge contact. That's what it actually means, okay? And then I can do something, okay? Until you have that, it's boxing, all right? And having an open guard has so many advantages to it. So you have to make sure, so anyways, that's the video. Once again, you don't have to occupy center to defend center. Okay, make sure you move in a flowing manner, a natural manner. Okay, and this also allows you to have more power because you use your shoulders and hips and things really get some bang, right, and a lot more natural head movement and things. Okay, so anyways, that's the video. You have any questions? Let me know. And I will talk to you soon.